Alright guys, I'm back with another episode of Ichimoku training. If you haven't watched the previous lessons, I recommend starting from the first part and watching them in order. There's a playlist on the channel named Ichimoku, and you need to start from the beginning and step by step get familiar with this indicator and its various components to learn the functionality of different parts of Ichimoku. In the previous part, we talked in detail about the Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen lines. Today, in this video, I want to teach you how to perform time analysis using the Kijun-sen. I'll first draw it on paint, give the necessary explanations, and then we'll go to the chart to check if what we discuss here actually happens, or if it's just theoretical. We'll examine it in practice to see what it shows us. Alright friends, in time analysis with Kijun-sen, we pay a lot of attention to the two intervals of 26 and 52. These two numbers are crucial, so you should keep them in mind. You might want to write these down if you prefer, but make sure you watch the video carefully and stay with me until the end. We pay special attention to these two numbers for time analysis on the Kijun-sen. Well, the Kijun-sen doesn't need further explanation. It's our blue line, which we've thoroughly discussed in previous parts, covering what it is, how it forms, and what it shows us. Sometimes on the chart, as you've probably seen, the Kijun-sen moves in various ways and then flattens out, becoming horizontal for a while before continuing its movement. For time analysis using the Kijun-sen, we need to focus on these flattened sections. Let me clear this up. Suppose a section of our chart has the Kijun-sen flattening out like this, becoming straight and horizontal. We're not concerned with what happens before or after this. We're focusing on this flat section for now. From both ends of this flat, straight, horizontal section, we measure forward 26 candles. Let me change the color to red for clarity. So from here we go 26 candles forward, which might be around here. Similarly, from the other end of this flat section, we measure forward another 26 candles. Let me mark these spots for clarity. So as I said, the two numbers 26 and 52 are very important to us. We measure 26 candles from the beginning of the flat section and 26 candles from the end of it. We mark these 2 points, and we can use vertical lines to indicate them. This gives us the 26 candle distance from both ends of the flat section. Naturally, the distance from here to here will be equal. Now look, the market is currently here with the candles moving along this part. We've marked the point 26 candles ahead from where the flat section begins. This means our chart is 26 candles behind the marked section. When the candles reach this marked point, two scenarios can occur. The trend continues. If the candles reach this point in an uptrend, they may continue the uptrend. The trend reverses. Similarly, if the candles reach this point in a downtrend, they may either continue the downtrend or reverse. So, it boils down to these two possibilities. Either the trend continues or it changes direction. We want to determine which scenario will occur when the candles reach this point. Essentially, we want to use time analysis with the help of the Kijun-sen to predict whether the candles will continue their trend or change direction when they reach this marked point. To do this, we use the number 26, which we've already applied here. Now we need to consider the number 52. From the marked points, we go back 52 candles. So from this starting point, we go back 52 candles. Let's say it falls here. And from the end point, we also go back 52 candles. Let's assume it falls here. I'm drawing these approximately. We reach these points, and we want to see what happens to the candles as they enter and exit this zone. Whatever happens to the candles at this initial point, The same will occur when they exit. If there was a trend reversal at this initial point, the same reversal will happen here. If the trend continued at this initial point, it will continue here as well. Don't confuse this with the idea that if it was bullish here, it will necessarily be bullish there, or if it was bearish here, it will be bearish there. It means that whatever the trend did at this point, whether it continued or reversed, the same behavior will be repeated. Let's move this analysis to the chart to show you practically. As you can see here, our Kijun-sen has flattened, forming a horizontal line. We want to apply the time analysis I've just explained to this situation to see if it holds true practically. As mentioned, from both ends of this flat section, we measure 26 candles forward. I will mark this point here. So, we have our 26 candle marker. We extend this from the end of the flat Kijun-sen segment. Remember, from both points we mark, we need to measure back 52 candles. Imagine the current market is here, and we haven't seen the candles reach our mark points yet. From both ends of the mark segment, we count back 52 candles. Let's do that now. This line represents our 52 candle distance. I'll place a mark here and here. Now let's see what happens when the candles reach our mark point. We'll look back 52 candles from this line. Here we see a trend change. Notice this red candle here and two green candles following it. The green candles appear red within the Kumo cloud, and the red ones appear blue. After these two green candles, a trend change occurred. Here we see a small red candle turning green, indicating even minor trend changes. Initially, we might have thought this is a spring top pattern, expecting a reversal. But this time analysis suggests otherwise. Observe that after the red candle turned green, the trend continued upward. When the candles reach this point, we refer back to the corresponding point 52 candles ago. Here, we saw red candles turn green, indicating a trend change. The same occurs here, red to green and green to red. Note that it's not about the specific trend direction, but the occurrence of a trend change at that point. This means that even if the trend was bullish at the midpoint, we would expect a continuation if the midpoint was within an ongoing trend. This time analysis tool helps us predict market behavior based on past patterns. What we mean is that if we see a trend reversal here, even a minor one, we expect the same here, even if it's minor. As you can see, I'll find another spot on the chart to check if this always happens everywhere. Alright, dear friends, we can see here that the Kijun-sen has flattened out. Let's go through this analysis together. From the beginning of where it flattened, as we said, we move 26 candles forward and place a marker here. Then we move another 26 candles forward from the end of the flattened part and place another marker. Now we go back 52 candles and mark this spot. We do the same thing, moving the line back another 52 candles to see what happens. Our market is currently here. Let's assume these candles haven't formed yet. We've made this analysis and want to see what happens when the candles reach this point. Here, we see a relatively strong downward trend forming, almost reaching this point. What happened 52 candles ago, friends? A trend reversal occurred. You can see the red candle turned green here, indicating a reversal. Now, when it reaches this point, we want to see what happens. We go back 52 candles from this spot and see another trend reversal occurred. A green candle turned red. The same thing happened here. The green candle turned red, just like that. You can examine different parts of the chart yourself. For example, you can predict the future in similar situations. Now here, let's move 26 candles from the beginning. Let me zoom in a bit for a better view. We place a marker here, then move 26 candles forward to the end of the flat section and place another marker. Now we go back 52 candles from here, 51, 52, and place a marker here. We also place a marker at the beginning of this section. As you can see, we expect that when the price reaches this point, we will observe a reversal. Similarly, when it reaches this second line, we expect another reversal. Now my time frame is set to 4 hours, so I can't wait for this event to happen and record it for you. But overall, trend analysis using the Kijun-sen works this way, as you have observed. Dear friends, to make sure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe to the BS Academy channel. Also, activate the notification bell so that you are informed as soon as we publish new videos. Thank you for your support. To easily and freely register with the Quotex broker, click on the link in the video description.